Hi everyone, it's Leslie. Thank you so much for joining me today. And first of all, I wanted to say hi and thank you to all the new people who have decided to join my channel. I really do appreciate you, so thank you very much. So this video is going to be an absolute product rave on this Bellapierre 5-in-1 mineral powder because I just don't think it's been given enough credit and it definitely deserves it. I have so many good things to say about this product that you're going to think I work for the brand or I've been paid to do this, but I guarantee you I don't. So I'm going to tell you a bit about the product and its benefits and also how I use it. So the first thing I love about this product is that it's made from only 4 100% natural mineral ingredients, so no harsh chemicals whatsoever. I'm slowly making the transition to using more natural, chemical-free products, but it's really hard to find makeup that only uses natural ingredients but still works the same as the makeup that we're used to, but this one does. And because it only has 4 ingredients, it doesn't irritate my skin, which is exactly what I needed when my face broke out recently, and also what I need now to try and help maintain my healthy skin. So this little beauty works on all skin types, whether you have flawless skin all the way to problematic skin. My sister, my cousin, my friend, we all have different skin types, and this works for all of us. I've used this when I've had really dry skin up until now when my skin's quite balanced, and it still works perfectly for me. So I started using this again when I was using the acne.org regimen, and if you've used it you'll know that that really dries out your skin and your skin can have flaky dry patches, and this was really forgiving on the dry patches. I had wasted so much money on buying a few liquid foundations to try and disguise the flaky bits, but nothing worked. So when I rediscovered this, I was so happy and I just fell in love with it all over again. So it's a 5-in-1 mineral foundation, and I love the fact that it's just simplified my whole makeup routine in the mornings. I did show how I use it in my last video, but I'll show it again in this video. So basically for my everyday makeup, this is what I do. It comes with this turny thing. That's the best way I can describe it. And the little container has holes in the product to get the powder out. And what I do is I take the lid and then I empty it into the lid. Now, depending on how much coverage you use, I'll show you what brushes I use for this. So the way I go about it is, for a light coverage, I like to use a light fluffy brush. And the more coverage you need, the more dense brush you should use. So this is the same brush I used in my last video, and it's just from BH Cosmetics. You only need a little bit, so you get it on the brush and I just put it in the lid like that, and then they just shake off a bit of the excess, and then they actually say to tap it on a table so the product goes into the brush, and then I simply put it on the areas that I need it. So I use this to cover up my blemishes, any redness under my nose, and also for every day I like to use this as my under eye concealer as well. So I find that because it's so light of a powder, it doesn't settle into the fine lines under my eyes, and I just find this is what works best for me. Obviously if I'm going out or it's a special occasion, I will use some sort of under eye concealer, but for every day this is enough for me. As I said, if you want more coverage, I would use a brush like this, which is more dense. Because it collects a lot more product than the fluffy brush, then it will give you that extra coverage. After I've done the concealing, I like to get a light, take a bit of that hair off. I like to get a loose powder brush. I then like to do an all over thin layer of coverage just to even out my skin tone, and also to blend out the concealing that I've done, but very gently so it doesn't move the powder. Okay, so it is a 5-in-1 product, so it's your foundation or base, your concealer, it's also your SPF, and a finishing powder, and just an all over powder. So that in itself is so helpful because this one product is basically doing the same job as 5 separate products, so it's saving you time and money. The finish is kind of like a Makeup? What makeup? You're not wearing any makeup type finish. It looks so natural and so flawless on the skin. So in this tub you get 9 grams of product and it sells for $34.99, which does sound a lot, but I get mine from a website called naturismo.com where I can pick it up for $26.99 including delivery, so that's really good. It comes in, I use the loose format, but it also comes in a compact form. Although the loose and the compact have the same shade names, I just find, I've used both and I just find I prefer the loose powder more. The compact was just different. It didn't look the same on my face that this one did, so I just prefer the loose powder. It comes in 10 different shades and it really does cater to all skin tones. It starts from the very light and works its way all the way down the skin colour spectrum to the very dark shades to cater for those with really dark skin tones. So I did say I rediscovered this product. It was one of those that we discovered years ago and we loved it, and then I stopped using it probably because I wanted to try new things, but I did have one tiny gripe about it, and it was the staying power. But if you're going to try this, I would recommend using whatever you prefer, whether it be a primer, tinted moisturizer, foundation. Bellapierre have also released a primer which also, like this mineral foundation, contains only 4 or 5 ingredients, which I'm sure are all natural ingredients. It's on my wish list, but it does cost £45, and for someone who doesn't use a primer, I just can't stomach forking out £45 on a primer. And I have tried the Bare Minerals and I have nothing to say about that. It's just, in the race of mineral powders, I just prefer this one. It just overtook the Bare Minerals for me by a tiny bit. I just find that the finish was different on my face. I looked a little bit more glowy with the Bellapierre. So overall, this is a fantastic product, and need I say, I highly recommend it. It's so good for your skin. As I said earlier, it contains only pure natural ingredients and only 4 ingredients at that. So you have less chances of it irritating your skin or being allergic to one of the ingredients, and it does not clog your pores. And as I said, it just goes on beautifully and it makes your face look so healthy and gives you that natural glow, almost airbrushed. Go out and try it, let me know what you think, and I hope this was useful. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to all the new people who have decided to join me on my channel. And until the next video, I'll see you all again soon. Take care, bye. Onto the highlight of my whole routine. Let's just stop the music for a little bit and take a moment.